When Bob and Debbie Abbott married, they wanted children right away. After 5 years and much prayer, Debbie gave birth to their daughter.
When I held her for the first time, I couldn't talk because there wasn't any words that could begin to express how I felt about her. You know, I just loved her so much.
Bob worked in sales for a lawn and garden company. Debbie was a special education teacher who decided to leave her job to be a stay-at-home mom. Now, with a 40% cut in their income and no savings to fall back on, they had to trust God to make ends meet.
Things were going to be really tight, and we really didn't know how we were going to make it.
I can remember being down to like $2 in 2 days till payday. That was kind of a struggle. God managed to pull us through it.
With limited resources, the couple made sure to keep their budget to the bare bones.
Anything that we wanted was off the table. Everything had to go toward living expenses.
Another item not included in the budget was tithing. The Abbotts gave offerings to their church, but not 10% of their income. Then one day, their pastors spoke about tithing in a way they'd never heard before.
He made this statement that God doesn't need your money, he needs your faithfulness. And finally, it was like, we need to pay attention to this, you know, and take it seriously.
3 months later, as Bob was paying the bills, he heard God speak to him.
And God sort of said, do you trust me? And I said, yes, Lord. And he said, well, write the check.
At the time, Bob knew he was going to be $300 short for their household expenses. Nevertheless, he wrote the check. 2 weeks later, he received a $300 Christmas bonus, and Debbie got a surprise check for $300 from the school district she had previously worked for.
God supplied our needs. He supplied us with money to be able to keep up with our bills. I think that happened because we trusted God.
Over the years, they had 2 more children. During this time, Bob was promoted and his salary doubled. He was also given a company car for business and personal use.
We were in a better financial position than before we started tithing. Well, I got 3 kids. I got a nice house. I got a good job. God's blessed us tremendously. I can't afford not to tithe.
Bob later received a promotion as an area sales manager, which meant a bigger territory and a relocation to Richmond. It also came with a 15% increase in salary. Once the children reached school age, Debbie went back to work teaching special education. The income she made was used to pay for their children's Christian school tuition. After 28 years, the company Bob worked for closed their sales office. At the time, he was making 10 times as much as when he started. Today, Bob enjoys his days working as an independent sales rep selling tools. Debbie retired in 2021 and is now working on her doctorate in education at Regent University. Any spare time they get, they spend with their children and grandchildren. The Abbotts are thankful for all of God's provisions throughout the years.
We're just very ordinary people that have been blessed extraordinarily. The Lord provided for all those years. And I look back now, I'm very grateful. Trust the Lord. I can't think of any better advice.